Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this Facebook Live this morning. It is August 24th. It is Thursday. Dillon is joining me here. We're going to talk about the weather in just a minute. But first, a reminder, you can find us every morning about 8 o'clock. We go live on Facebook. Otherwise, find us later in the day on your Facebook feed. You can also find us on the Inform YouTube channel and your favorite podcast platform. Just go to inform.com/podcasts and look for the Inform Minute. All right, Dillon, today we are starting off kind of foggy.
Yeah, just like it has been the past few mornings, really. Just more fog lingering around, not much of a breeze. It's kind of drifting around, but it'll improve throughout the morning. I'm expecting it to be much better by lunch, like it usually is.
Okay.
But dense fog advisory is in effect for some areas until 10 a.m. So something to be aware of. Of course, if you already know if there's fog, you probably have already seen it out your window, or maybe you drove in it this morning.
Yeah.
It's pretty thick out there in spots. So
That is.
a good soup.
Yeah, and is that partly caused by the fact that it's so humid right now?
Yep, there's a lot of moisture in the air, and our temperature drops to that, and there's just so much moisture in the air, there's nowhere else to go, so it forms fog. So
Interesting. So today, probably not quite as hot as yesterday, but still warm?
yeah, you got it, just like that. Still humid, warm, not super hot. Look at Scott go, I can do my job. You don't even need me
I
anymore.
can't. You're the expert, Dillon.
North breeze, though, turning to the northwest about 5 to 10. Watch for a few storms this evening along cold front, which will finally bring us a relief from the humidity, which will be very nice. So tomorrow, not as humid.
Cool.
Temperatures slightly cooler, really not a lot. The biggest thing is going to be decreasing humidity with a little bit of a breeze. So
We know some people are still hoping for some rain this season. Any chances of rain here in the near future?
I mean, tonight,
Yeah.
the storms, but other than that, don't really have a ton. Sunday, there's a chance of thunder showers.
Okay.
Other than that, looks pretty slim for rain chances. So
All right. Anything else we need to know about today, Dillon, as far as weather goes?
I don't think so. I think that's everything you need to know.
Sounds
There
good.
you go.
Appreciate it, sir.
Got it.
All right, big day today. First day of school in West Fargo and in Moorhead. And while the schools will be filled with students all day long here today, most of them in class right now or starting within the next few minutes already, there's still some key positions to be filled in both districts. At the start of this week, both districts were trying to still hire people to fill important needs throughout the schools. Moorhead was still looking to fill 4 special education teaching positions. It's also looking for 17 paraprofessionals. And in West Fargo, the district is looking to hire 5 language pathologists, 2 elementary school teachers, long-term subs, and special education support staff. West Fargo has also cut roughly 8 of their bus routes, and it still looks like they're trying to hire about 12 drivers. It has forced West Fargo to increase the area where buses won't pick up or drop off students. That area now means no bus routes within 1 mile radius for elementary school students and 1.5 miles for middle and high school students. Also, starting today in Moorhead, students will not have to worry about paying for food. The state legislature passed statewide free school meals last spring. The program actually started back in July, but Moorhead will be among the first school districts in the state of Minnesota to use it during the school year. And it's not actually just for lunch. Students will also be offered free breakfast while school is in session. Moorhead Area Public Schools also got a farm to school grant from the USDA for this school year. So every first Thursday of the month, they'll serve locally sourced meals. The Minnesota State Fair starts today. It's going to be going on for the next 12 days, so you have plenty of time to get over there to the Twin Cities area. It's one of the biggest state fairs in the nation. Now, if you're planning on heading over to the state fair, there's a few things you might want to know. Fairground hours are from 7 in the morning till 11 at night. Admission for the state fair is $15 if you buy those tickets online. Ride times are going to vary for you depending on what you want to do. There's some different areas and that kind of thing. But the Midway is open from 10 in the morning till 11 o'clock at night. Ride prices will vary depending on how many tickets you want to buy. Tickets essentially $1 per ticket, but you can get 33 tickets for $30 or 70 tickets for $60. Today, you're invited to help celebrate Fargo's Little League World Series team back here in Fargo. They got home in town earlier this week, and tonight, Sweet Shots will be hosting a welcome home party for them. That welcome home event is from 6 to 8 with an autograph session starting at 6:30. That's a lot of fun. And you'll have a chance to get some photos with the players, tell them how much you enjoyed watching them in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and then be part of a handful of different little activities they got going on. So, fun event there. Big story this morning, Governor Doug Burgum took part in last night's first Republican presidential debate despite dealing with a torn Achilles tendon. He shared the stage with 7 other candidates. When he got the chance to speak, he focused a lot on his small-town North Dakota values. Burgum was also pressed about his stance on abortion. The governor referred back to a 6-week ban in North Dakota that he signed back in April, but he did state that states should get the right to choose. It should be handled at the state level, not federally. The governor also talked about his stance on the economy and crime. Specifically, when asked about the economy, Burgum talked about energy independence. He also tied that to national security, adding that sanctions on Russian oil make it cheaper for China to buy. Of course, Burgum was also asked about Donald Trump, who is leading by a wide margin in national polls for the GOP. But Burgum said he's not focusing on the past and mostly tried to steer the conversation away from the former president. The next Republican debate is coming up on September 27th. We're going to see if Burgum qualifies for that or not, or how long he stays on the campaign trail. So we'll see what happens there, but a lot of talk about that debate from last night. Meantime, today, Donald Trump, who was not part of the debate, will be arrested in Georgia to face racketeering and conspiracy charges in the 2020 election case. He's expected to go to that jail this morning in Atlanta. During his booking, he will be fingerprinted and have his photo taken for the first time, which will be a big deal. You'll see that plenty throughout the national media today once that's done. A $200,000 bond for his release has already been decided. Trump is being charged alongside 18 other co-conspirators, most of them lawyers, attorneys. They've been given a deadline to surrender by tomorrow. If they do not, arrest warrants will be issued. All right, the North Dakota Open returns to Fargo's Country Club this weekend. Mark Johnson stops by to preview one of the best golf tournaments in the Midwest. That's going to be on Hot Mic with Don Mizzo from 9 to 11 this morning on WDAY Extra and Inform.com. Also, the college football season kicks off tonight in Valley City with the Paint Bucket Game. Jamestown's head coach will be joining the show as the Jimmies look to keep the bucket. And don't forget, for 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, you can get an all-access pass to Inform.com. Just visit Inform.com/subscribe to get that deal. And then remember to join us for the rest of our newscast today. Our next one's at 11 o'clock this morning, then this afternoon, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. Plenty of news to keep you updated on all the local headlines and weather. And you can join us again tomorrow morning for First News on our Finally Friday, 5 to 7 in the morning. Until then, have a great day, folks. Bye-bye.